That's how I got introduced to the music industry, is through gospel music. I swear I wanted to be like the Amy Grant of music.
Yeah.
But it didn't work out, and so I sold my soul to the devil.
My mother calls me Father. I was meant to fly. And I'm just so excited for the perspective I'll gain and for the stories I can tell after I see that curvature.
Thank you so much.
We love you.
We love you.
Bring us back safe.
We're so grateful.
We're counting on you.
We're counting on you. We believe in you too.
Thank you for helping us heal. 3, 2, 1. Take it up space!
It kind of ties into the whole broader question of the practical benefits of what all this money and effort being spent. Of course, Elon Musk is getting tons of hate after all the Doge stuff. But, most people are still, even if they hate Elon Musk or hate Jeff Bezos, have the hardest time believing that it's all completely fake. But with this one, there's a lot of weird anomalies with just the timing of it and the procedures and the train. Because it's Katy Perry in this little cadre of bimbos, I think because they're so disgusted by, the vulgarity of it and the vanity of it, it's like, okay, well, what is the point of this? Oh, they're inspiring girls to study STEM. This is exactly what they've been talking about since the Challenger thing with Krista McAuliffe in the 80s. It was all about inspiring kids to go into space and inspiring women and girls to, they have done this with far more sincerity and tact many, many times over the course that nobody remembers. So this is it's so, people are disgusted by the fact that she's promoting her tour, her tour dates or her set list for her tour, the Butterfly. It's so cringe that it can't not go viral. But then it makes you stop and think about the mechanics of a quote-unquote flight like this, where it just goes up and back down. Even if you believe that they really went up to 300,000 feet or whatever, you're still basically just looking at this big parabolic arc. And then the weightless part is just where they're right at the kind of crest of that parabolic arc as it kind of slows down and then starts to descend again. So it's quasi, they're basically kind of floating. They're doing the zero-G plane thing in the capsule, even according to the official narrative. Now, of course, you can, and I talked about this, those kinds of speculations whenever I did that last video with William Shatner, pondering the idea of whether this is just a ride or a balloon, or, are they just free falling, and is there really anybody in an actual projectile, this tiny little missile that lands by itself? To me, looking at all the footage of the takeoff and the landing this time around, it actually looks more CGI than ever. And yeah, they have no helmets, they have no breathing apparatus, if they spring a leak or the window breaks, they're dead. When they land, people have been pointing out the fact that they opened the door before Jeff Bezos came with the wrench, and then they close it again. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that people can pick apart. To me, it seems extremely doubtful that they're even going up at all. They're supposedly only weightless for 2 to 3 minutes, but we don't even have that much footage. It's all highly edited, and there's no footage of them sitting in their seats from takeoff all the way. You'd think that footage would be just as intriguing to people, watching Gail King overcome her fear of flying as they're going thousands of miles an hour. But no, all they do is show you the outside of the rocket, and there's glitches and jumps as it's ascending. It looks CGI to me. But whatever, even if they are launching a projectile, the idea that they're really in there experiencing all those, 3Gs or whatever, I don't think so. But it's theoretically possible, I guess, even on a stationary flat Earth. Extremely unlikely, though. And yeah, this part could just be filmed. I saw some people talking about, it's underwater. Well, I think more likely it would be in a zero-G plane. You can have a big enough one. If they were able to fake the Skylab footage from the 1970s, right? This was this gigantic, like, hamster wheel room, doing backflips and running on the wall. However they film this, if they can do that, they can easily do a minute's worth of quote-unquote weightlessness with all these Hollywood and, they're all influencers and connected people who are clearly controlled by the system in one way or another. And the fascinating question is, like, how long can they keep this going? How many times can they do this little stunt before people just start? If people got bored with the dudes walking on the moon, how was this supposed to inspire anybody? And all the years of the space shuttle and spacewalks and flying around in a jetpack, it's kind of going backwards. So, I don't know. It's pretty hilarious, but also kind of ironic considering all the, the drama that's been going on with the Antarctica stuff, and supposedly some, long-time flat Earth people suddenly that they believe they're on a globe because of the sun in Antarctica, and threatening to sue people for speculating about how or why that could be. I mean, it's been a whole big soap opera, apparently, and, and who knows what's going on with that. But hopefully, the more people that are kind of seeing the ridiculousness of something like this, if they just go and apply that same sort of critical thinking to any of the SpaceX stuff or the ISS, or, flying 17,000 miles an hour, perpetual free fall, drinking their own urine. But yeah, it has been interesting to see the reaction to this, of all things, of all the stupid stuff they've done in the name of exploring space. I mean, it's all this stupid. But yeah, anyways, I'm trying to get back into the swing of just doing, kind of more shorter, more regular videos and just about various topics. And so here we go. Katy Perry in space, kind of a momentous mile marker on the flat Earth journey. Who would have thought that she that she would be such a great ambassador for flat Earth?
Someone just said the Earth is flat? Wow.
All right, talk to you soon.
Welcome to the International Space Station. I'm Katy Perry.
Love you, Daddy. Love you, Daddy. I love you, Dad. I love you, Dad.
Looking out the window, it's crazy all that I've been through. I'll talk about it, sit and chill. It's his will. Why do those clouds seem so still? Am I a cloud? This does not seem real. Am I dreaming? If so, must I wake me? If not, serve me another plate. Place me a little further down this road. Take me, and if the time's not now, I sit patiently and wait. And while I'm waiting, I'll continue to wait. This is fate, redirection, and continuous fate. I can see the tree of light, but I'm envisioning snakes, all trying to paint the same fate, vision of space. It's all fake, the creator is great, guaranteeing you and me no DNA of an ape. Shipping weight across the map, every state got a cap with a box that got a tinfoil hat. Fact, mass, hear the preacher, rip off your mask. Research Easter, even if it just passed. Look, cause he will be coming back. Who knows the time of day? Don't look at me. Get your things in order, I'm getting mine straight. Liquor stores in every corner, and they tell kids to get clean when they dream to be seen as an Epstein. Parents neglecting how depressing. Nobody's perfect, but nobody's even stressing. I'm disconnecting, I feel nervous and numb. Wondering if life like this, it has just begun. Damn, talk about something ruining your plans I can't stand. And I had problems using my hands, I woke up like this. Mind all bombs, out of left field, tumor on Barry Bonds. I'm Barry Bonds. Chemtrails falling from the sky. I've done my job, helping open other people's eyes. Tongue-tied, majority are left surprised when they realize that it's been all lies. Firmament sitting in the sky. I've done my job, helping open other people's eyes. Tongue-tied, majority are left surprised when they realize that it's been all lies. I need some pressure relief. Please don't shoot the messenger. He's here using my brain, questioning things. We still playing C's, thankful as can be. Remember, we still level as the sea. The recipe to it, in other words, the key is love thy neighbor in order to be free. And that's easy to say, but it ain't easy to breathe. So I lay and I pray to become a better me. All in time, true meaning of a prophecy is what I say unravels. Are you really still down me? Sending the cavalry, the ones that ride. I give thanks to the son that died. Without Yahushua HaMashiach, I'll be swallowed by pride. But I'm alive, even past the day that I die. Can't be poisoned by food they've already tried. So as you hear these words I speak, take them as size. Or through spiritual warfare, take them as size. When your form it was written, continue to try. Follow his lead, repent, stay by his side. Bless you all, seeking you will find. Firmament sitting in the sky. I've done my job, helping open other people's eyes. Tongue-tied, majority are left surprised when they realize that it's been all lies. Missiles flying through the sky. I've done my job, helping open other people's eyes. Tongue-tied, majority are left surprised when they realize that it's been all lies. You are a human being, you don't need to get that thing. We have immune systems. Ever heard of fasting? What's your diet like? You mind that I'm asking? Cause it's up on the shelf, straight out the trash bin. For most these products, we can gain knowledge, but for a few more cents, superfood is garbage. You may not believe me, but regardless, eat organic or eat poison. Every one of us is targets, so that means till I am a carcass. This is what I'm screaming in the cartilage. Wish I knew all this back when my hair was parted, but in 2016 it started for me at least. Thanks to his peace that has put my soul at ease, knowing he's the one that completes. Victorious, slaying all beasts and feeds and Palestine streets. Keep them in your prayers. Palestine weeps, believe. That's what Israel needs. The media's a monster, don't trust your TVs. Indoctrinate and conquer is really what you see. All praise be forever to him and his ways. Always any weather until the end of days. Missiles flying through the sky. I've done my job, helping open other people's eyes. Tongue-tied, majority are left surprised when they realize that it's been all lies. Satellites float up to the sky. I've done my job, helping open other people's eyes. Tongue-tied, majority are left surprised when they realize that it's been all lies. Hollywood is evil, it ain't about the business. More than half on the same flight log the Diddy is. And saying it, thought you would understand the English, but all I heard was, come on, C's, you sound ridiculous. All these years and clearly so conspicuous. Now you hear people, never would have pictured this. Have them go to school, we will trick the kids. Brainwashing at its best, science book and a test. Give them homework, make them feel stressed, confused, cause Mr. Cruz wears a dress. I never thought ever that they went this deep. These rabbit holes, the passageways under the streets. History was made up to be believed. Are the ones that won't listen, the ones that stay asleep. I'm no better than you, I'm a fallible man. Blessed by the blood spilled out of the lamb. And I'm thankful to be right here where I am. Even though how this happened I don't understand. I'm one of the ones that ride. I'm one of the ones that ride. Chemtrails falling from the sky. I've done my job, helping open other people's eyes. Tongue-tied, majority are left surprised when they realize that it's been all lies. Firmament sitting in the sky. I've done my job, helping open other people's eyes. Tongue-tied, majority are left surprised when they realize that it's been all lies. Missiles flying through the sky. I've done my job, helping open other people's eyes. Tongue-tied, Majority are left surprised when they realize that it's been all lies. Satellites float up to the sky. I've done my job helping open other people's eyes. Tongue-tied, majority are left surprised when they realize that it's been all lies. Been all lies. Been all lies.
The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again. The only limit to human future is in our own imagination.